Hey everybody, great to see you. Sorry, I was trying to fix one of my video clips I have today to show you to make it a little bit louder. But and also, hey Lisa, hey everybody. Let me just see something right here. I've been trying to get to make Lisa a mod of the room, but God, I've been so busy, you guys, writing my book. It's just so crazy. So um here's Lisa. Hi Lisa. I'm trying to figure out if I could do it inside the room right now. But if it doesn't work out, then I promise, I promise, Lisa, that I'm gonna get to it. It's just my life is so crazy, you guys. I'm trying to figure out how to do it inside the room because I thought I could actually do it while we were here. But if it doesn't work out, I think that we'll get through one more session, one more of our therapy sessions. But before I just keep blabbing away, everybody, I want to say thanks everybody for joining me today. I got a lot to talk about with you that I think is really, really important. Not that everything isn't important. My desk is so messy. God, I've been running everywhere, you guys. Like seriously, my life is crazy. I spend hours with my writing person, and it's just been crazy busy. I want you all to know that my book is coming along and that things are really happening and it's just so exciting. But I have been really just putting my effort into my book and I think that you'll all appreciate it. And it's just so hard. I'll be honest with you. I feel emotional today because, oh my God, it's just, y'all know I've been to therapy for many years, and I feel like I'm digging up stuff that just feels so emotional for me, and it's just a lot. So I don't want to be emotional straight. You guys know me. I'm that dude who cries all the time. So before we do that, I want to get in first here and I want to create our great space and I want to start shouting people out. So I'm going to start with, let me just see the first one that I see. And then if I didn't see it, please put where you're from. And then if you're new here, I'm going to shout you out and we're going to move forward from that. Okay. So I got we got upstate New York in the house. We got Fort Worth in the house. We got, let's go guys, Netherlands in the house. We got South Dakota in the house. We got Indiana in the house. Sweden's in the house. Romania's in the house. Illinois in the house. Wisconsin. Look at, I told you, it's just amazing. Dallas, Alabama, Israel, Kentucky, Western New York. I just love you guys so much. Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Minnesota, Puyallup, Washington, Arizona, Wales, Victoria, BC, UK, Canada. Vicky's in the house. We got Redwood in the house. We got BC, Canada, Las Vegas, Rosarita Beach. Awesome. Nebraska's in the house. South Carolina's in the house. Bellingham, Los Angeles, West Virginia, South Carolina, Glasgow, Louisiana. And again, if I miss you, just come back because it's cycling fast, you guys. New Hampshire, Detroit, Iowa, UK, San Jose. It's so amazing. West Virginia, Detroit, California, New Jersey, Melbourne. I always say it wrong. Don't make fun of me. Ohio, Maryland, Vancouver, New Mexico. It's Florida, South Africa's in the house today. Long Island is Switzerland's in the house. We got South Albuquerque, Portugal. Wow, Trinidad, Colorado's in the house. We got Bay City, Michigan, Connecticut, Colorado, Tennessee, Germany, Texas. Wow, you guys, we are killing it. We are just creating this worldwide community. I want to let you all know this, okay? I want to let you know this. If you're new here, you are going to see everything that we have been trying to show you here is this. We want to create a better world. Okay. We don't want to have all this nonsense happening. Me and I don't have to agree on everything, but what we have to do is get back to some common sense. Okay. And we have to say that things that these people are saying are wrong. They're destructive. They are going after children. They are going after women. They are disrupting a place that has been built off the backs of elders who've died of so many bad things. And no elder in this LGBTQIA poo would ever be happy. I'm telling you right now, they would never be happy with what they see this community has turned into. And so that's right, Sammy, no more lies. I refuse to be a part of that. So if you are new to our channel, we call this our community. We call this a space where we can all have conversation. It's not a safe space, just so you know. And what I mean by that is there's going to be something that you might not agree with here, and there's going to be something that you might not like here. And I hope that that keeps you staying here, because we've all got to be sick and tired of the bullshit. Okay. We've got to be, because together, if we are all sick of the bullshit, then we can start to push back against it as people to show you. And I'm telling you, we are showing you. The world joins us every Wednesday for therapy day. Okay. Because that's what we call it here. We call it therapy day. And what I mean by that is, I want to make sure when we all leave this room today that we all feel a little bit more uplifted. We all feel a little bit more positive. We all feel a little bit more heard. We all feel a little bit more like the direction is changing. Okay. And we all feel as if we are allowed to say things that we have been shut down to say. And I'm the tranny who's going to say it. So if you don't know about me, that's who I am. And so you can stay or you can go. You can participate or you cannot. The thing that we don't, and I'm getting moderators, you guys, but I just have been so insanely busy that that's the next thing. But here's what I want you to know, okay, if you're new here. The only real rule we have here is no BS. Okay, don't troll us. Don't troll here. Don't start spamming the room. Don't start saying insane shit. Don't start just trying to derail the conversation because you're so weak and insecure. Go to the other people's rooms where you can play that game, because we're not playing that game here. Okay, we're playing the game of reality. We're playing the game of we are saving these children from the trans ideology. We are, YouTube's after me. Okay, YouTube's after me. I think you all know it. I'm not playing their game either. I am a transsexual elder. I am here to say what needs to be said. And if you, as far as I'm concerned, every time YouTube demonetizes me or shuts my feed down, or it says to me that they're not really, okay, being a fair platform, and they're not actually letting trans people speak. To me, that is actual transphobia, because transphobia, the definition of transphobia is the fear of. That's what a phobia is, right? Your fear of snakes or animals or trannies, right? So the fear of a trans person says to me, you are shutting it down. You are shutting my voice, which happens to be a trans person, whether you like it or not. I'm just not saying the thing that's supposed to go along with the alignment of the trans community. And that's why, friends, today we are going to talk about it. We are going to talk about that thing that nobody seems to be able to talk about. And I am fed up with it. If I continue to see these trans influencers pushed, okay, their voices are being pushed in this liberal, it is the liberal media, okay? The other thing I dislike is this divide we have with liberal and conservative, right? I'm a middle ground person. Everyone in this room today is, I'm almost positive, is middle ground. You can call yourself a conservative, you can call yourself a liberal, but you would not be here today joining us if you did not have some middle ground idea of how to make the world work. The world works best when we all meet in the middle. That's just the reality of life, people. Okay, you can have your hardline beliefs over here and here, but there's got to be a middle ground for the majority of what the world needs to move forward. And I'm a middle ground person. Okay, it's why I tell you, I don't need for you to tell me I'm a man, because I'm not a man. And I don't need for you to tell me, oh, Buck, it's so cool how you transitioned. And no. And you can also tell me, you know what, Buck, I literally do not agree with you. I literally do not think that it's okay that what you did, but I like you as a person. That to me is chill. Because even my parents to this day, they're super cool with my transition. But I'll tell you what, if they could, they would have kept me as their daughter. And if they could, they would have had it so that I stayed in that female space. Okay, to this day, they just, tolerate isn't the right word. They just have it because they're happy to have me alive and they're happy to have me in the world. Okay. So they found that middle ground space with me, and we don't talk about it, and we don't have to put it in each other's faces. And I just show up to see my parents, and we have a great, amazing relationship because I don't shove it in their face. Okay. I'm just this dude who walks in, and I'm their kid, and I'm not their daughter or their son, even though now they actually do call me their son. It's super cool, but I never pushed it. Even took my dad a long time for him to finally realize I'm like on his son on some level, right? Oh, I'll tell you a real quick funny story. I love to tell the funny stories of my family. Okay. So, my dad has 3 daughters, okay? And, me I'm the middle kid, okay? The middle kid, that's a whole other conversation. So, my dad has 3 daughters, and so he's out, I don't know, somewhere golfing. My parents are big golfers, and they were golfing somewhere, and then my dad started talking to some people or something, and he said, "Oh, yeah, like, my 2 daughters and my son." And then one of the guys who know my dad from a long time ago, he said to my dad, like, "What? I thought you had 3 daughters." My dad told me, he's like, "Oh my God," my face dropped and I didn't even know like what to say. And then he said, I just was like, "No, you're mistaken. I have 2 daughters and a son." And then the guy was like, Bill, my dad's name is Bill. Bill, like, I think something's going on with you. Like, nope, you've got 3 daughters. And then my dad said he just kept insisting that he has two daughters and a son. And I'm just like, me and my dad are cracking up about it because it's just kind of hilarious. And that's sort of where my parents are today. My parents are super funny, and you would love my parents. You actually would. You would just love them. They're super hilarious and super cool people, and they always try to navigate the world in a good way. They're really well-meaning people. And so I grew up in a very Republican household, right? And so, it's so funny because I've always been this sort of way liberal. I mean, kind of wokey liberal for a while there. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I was a wokey liberal for a while, and until things just went way off the deep end, and then I'm like, nah, this is something else. And so there's always been this sort of place in the house at my parents' house with me. My other 2 sisters are conservatives, and so there's always been this, I'm the liberal guy showing up. And then guess what you don't do at holiday time? Guess what you don't do at the Thanksgiving table or Christmas or whatever the holiday is? You don't talk politics when your politics are different than everyone else. But we would always talk politics, and of course I would always be just like pushing this more sort of liberal narrative, and then my parents would be pushing this sort of more conservative narrative. And so it's quite funny because I totally show up to the house now. I would say a little bit more on the conservative middle ground side. And my dad said, "Well, geez, at least I'm not going to die before I see you come to our side," which is, those are the conversations that we have at my parents' house. And they make light of things, and they're really good people, and they just mean well, and they want everybody to be happy, and they don't want people to suffer, and they see what's going on in the trans space, and they're actually appalled by it. And I have to say that they're also really happy to see me doing these podcasts, and they're really happy with seeing that, the group of people that show up, and they're really proud of me on some level, which is a huge thing to have had no relationship with your parents because of transitioning and because of being like this hardcore dyke, and my parents not understanding the whole, thing, and really not having any help to understand me as a different kind of I've always been a different kind of person. And then today, to see me thriving in this space, and to see me pushing back on the community. And that is one of the things my parents did instill with me. They always said, I think I've told you this before, the company you keep, you will be judged by the company you keep. This is something I want you all to put in your head. It's an actual real thing. Okay. Also, speak your mind. That's always been the place that came from my parents. Were always speak your mind. Never, ever be afraid to speak your mind. And I think it really stayed with me, and it resonated through my whole life. I've always been the guy that never sort of followed. I've always been in a sense a leader, or somebody who stepped outside of the comfortability zone. And it's really powerful when you finally get to have that space where you get to step out of being comfortable. And I think everybody here is in that same space, and you don't want to follow. You want to be able to say what you believe. And why can't you? How did we get to a space where you are not allowed to say that you disagree? I just find it quite shocking that nobody can say trans women are men without it being completely like called every name in the book and everything in the world, when that is an actual fact. The color of my shirt is blue. That's a fact. So what if I started right now telling you, nope, you're not seeing it. It's actually red. And I just sat there and kept telling you until finally you said it was red. That is what's happening. That is literally brainwashing. That is manipulation. They use cult tactics. They use these things to keep pushing on you until eventually you break. And eventually you're like, okay, you're right. You're right. And then that's where we are. That's where we are. And I think that's why we are here, because people got too scared to push back on the narrative, including myself. And let me ask you this all, and then I'm going to get to this one thing, and then I want to get to really talking about the what I want to talk about today. But let me ask you this one thing. Do you all think you were too scared to speak up when you whenever you started to see things that were going off the deep end? Do you think that you were too scared to speak up? Do you think you should have maybe stepped up sooner? Do you think if we all started to speak out a little sooner, we wouldn't be in? I'm going to take the lead on this, okay? I did not say things that I saw, okay? I'm going to take the lead. I didn't. I now feel a little guilty about it, and I do feel a little bit like I should have said things earlier when I was seeing things, but I was, for many reasons, one of them being scared of losing my community and scared of being ousted from the trans community, which I am today. I'm literally ousted from the community. Thank you. Thank you, God. So tell me why I have a little sip of my coffee here. Yeah. Mini you, yep. Trump is a joke, a lunatic. That's all right. Sarah, you're allowed to have that. Let me just, I want to say this. So, Sarah, this is a really interesting comment. It wasn't what I was asking, but it caught my eye. So Trump is a joke, a lunatic, but I do agree on a few couple. So I disagree with you. Okay, I 100% disagree with you on that. You don't have to like Trump, but a lunatic? So are you going to tell me that Biden was not a lunatic? Are you going to tell me that Biden was doing a better job for this country? Also, let me just ask you this, Sarah. What makes him a lunatic? What makes Trump a lunatic? Hey, Sammy, thank you, friend. I definitely used to be too scared to speak up to other trans women. Nonsense. I thought it wasn't worth the argument. That's right. That's exactly. Thank you, Sammy. I always call it out now. That's exactly where I was. I felt too scared, like I was going to lose my community, right? So I'm asking Sarah, everybody, and I put Sarah on the spot because Sarah felt that they could write that, which again, I'm totally open to opinions here, 100%. But I really want you to back your opinion, Sarah. I really want you to give me a reason why. Okay, but Sarah, you're Canadian. But Sarah, you're Canadian. Okay. Well, I mean, I can say a lot of things about Canada, and want to know why I can say a lot of things about Canada, Sarah? Because my dad is Canadian. But Sarah, you're Canadian. Oh my God. I just love the internet sometimes. It's so good. You can have your opinion as a Canadian. You're not even American. So the 51st state. Oh, Sarah. Thank you for that, though. It was a good laugh for us. There's this idea that Trump is a maniac and a lunatic. Now, however you want to believe about Trump, you go right ahead. I don't really care. I actually don't care. You can think however you want. But are things getting done in this country that I believe? Oh, thanks, Ronnie, for being a member for 12 months. It means a lot. You guys really supporting this channel as I get demonetized. No, seriously, let me just say something here. You can think what you want of Trump. It doesn't matter to me, okay? But majority of American people actually like Trump. and majority of American people voted for Trump. And there's a reason why the majority of people and LGB, okay, the majority of LGB people voted for Trump. Just so you know, don't let those people fool you. It's the TQIAPP poo poo that voted for that lady, whatever her name is, right? But this, I'm telling you, we all voted for Trump. Why? Why do you think the majority of the Americans, okay, voted for Trump? I don't. And the thing that they try to shame you if you're in the LGBT community, they try to shame you. How could you vote for Trump? As if the other option was any better. Don't be ashamed of who you vote for. That's the great thing about this country. You don't have to be ashamed of who you voted for, okay? So don't you dare be ashamed of who you voted for. I don't even care if you voted for that lady. That's your problem, not mine, okay? What I care about is, do you realize the freedom you have to make that vote? Thank you, Jorge. Thank you so much. Thank you, friend. Do you realize the amazing power we have to vote for who we want to vote for, not who the group of people you hang with vote for, not because your mom voted for them, not because someone told you. You, as an individual human being, get to vote for who you want. Don't you dare let anybody shame you for that, okay? Even if you and I disagree with who you voted for, right on that you got your butt out and voted, okay? So we can't ever forget that. That is the part of this country that is so awesome. Whether you like who won, whether you think it's not okay, a majority of people in this room, I'm going to tell you right now, voted for Trump. I have no doubt in my mind. And here I sit as a transsexual person, okay? So also, don't just think trans people vote one way, because they don't. Y'all know Blair White. She is a super right-wing person, and she's very proud of it, and she's one of my very great friends. So don't. Hey, Jen, nice to see you, friend. Hey, Buck and Buck, you know, gaslighting is just a form of, yeah, it is. It's totally emotional abuse. There's no doubt in my mind about that. You know, before I move forward here, I just want to let you guys know that today, because I'm being demonetized, I'm going to start getting sponsors to sponsor the channel. Okay. Cause I'm not taking my demonetized videos down. I just want you to know that's why they demonetize you. They demonetize you because they don't want you to keep the video up. Okay. So I'm not taking my video down. I'm not. Okay. So it gets demonetized, which is a bummer for me because it is a business on some level, but at the same time, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game. So I'm going to supplement my income by getting sponsorships and by all the amazing gifts you all give me. And then we're going to move forward, right? And we're not going to get involved in their bureaucracy and their total censorship and all their nonsense. I'm going to keep calling YouTube out. I am going to call YouTube out. Okay. So hopefully they don't delete my channel. Okay, let's hope that doesn't happen. But they are going to keep demonetizing me. I have no doubt in my mind. A bunch of my lives have been demonetized. Don't you think this is interesting? 2 of my drag queen interviews with 2 prominent drag queens who are against children transitioning have both been demonetized. Both of them. That's pretty weird. Is it? Totally weird, right? So, and then the third thing, thank you, friend. Wait, this one right here. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Thank you, Elegant. I appreciate that a lot. Listen, the other one that just got demonetized was a buddy of mine who's an old school trans man. He's a trans elder who works in the mental health space. That one got demonetized too. Just recently, it got demonetized. And they won't tell me why. And then it got an 18 and over slapped on it so no young people can see it. They don't want young people hearing from the elders. That should actually blow all of your mind. Xander, and it's on my YouTube channel, which as you see, the link is right here. I made this link thing down here at the bottom. It's the Buck Angel podcast. If you want to support that channel too. I am on Rumble. I'm so busy. I don't have time to put my content over there, but it's the craziest thing. They literally slapped an 18 and over on that thing to say that only people above 18 can watch it. They don't want kids to see it. Yeah, yet they have Jeffrey Marsh stuff, and it's just insane. So before I keep moving forward here, because you know me, I love to talk. I want to let you know today's video is sponsored by SLIQUID. And SLIQUID is a company I've worked with for 10 years. And they created my own line of products, which are wellness products. And I have two of the products here right now. One of them is, I don't know if you've been noticing my beard lately. I don't know if you've been noticing I mean, I wish you could all touch it. The smoothness of my beard and how it's really just growing so awesome. I have my own, I have my own beard oil. It's called tea oil. Okay. And it's really awesome. And you can, and also today is sponsored by SLIQUID. So you go to sliquid.com, put in Buck Angel for the code, and you'll get 20% off everything you need. So I have my beard oil there or on buckangel.com. And I also created this amazing soap, you guys. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. This thing, I'm not just saying it. I wouldn't push my products if I didn't stand behind them. This is an actual, genital wash. Okay. And for people like women, for women, I almost said people, for women, soap is not good. It's not good down there. It's actually not. I don't know if people told you stuff like that, but it's actually not good for, down below. So I created this really awesome, all natural, beautiful. It smells a little masculine, but I love the smell. It's all natural. It's really amazing and really great stuff. So if you're looking for a great soap, this is a really great soap. The third thing I just want to show you real quick before we move on is they have great line of lubrication. Okay. So I'm all about lube. Lube makes the world a little better place, just so you know. You just slide through the world a happy camper. So that being said, if you go to sliquid.com and you put in Buck Angel, you get 20% off all kinds of great products. They have bath products, they have soaps, they have lubes that really can also help with menopausal problems, by the way. So I really want to do an actual live about menopause, because menopause is something I went through. And it's why I started to create these products, because really it's uncomfortable. Okay, so the dudes can go over here right now to the ladies. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. It hurts. And as you get, I'm 62. Okay, so I've already gone through like 2 or 3 menopausal stages. Ouch. It's not fun. Okay, so, these lubes are great also as a daily moisturizer. And there's a lot of things, but I'd really love to get into a conversation with everybody about that eventually, because I think, I have a lot of knowledge around it from really going through early menopause and learning my body and understanding how hormones really play. It does. It sucks. And how more hormones really play on all of this stuff. And if you understand the hormonal balance in your body, you can really ease that menopausal space and move forward in the world. So that's my sponsor for today, everybody. Thank you so much for letting me just sort of do that. I just don't like doing that. It feels kind of yucky, but at the same time, it does help me continue to make this channel. So I appreciate giving me that little spot there to do that. So I want to move on now. Okay. So here's if you have a boyfriend or a husband or a chick with a beard, then the beard lube, really, I'm telling you, I love my beard lube. I use it every day. So yeah, menopause is killing you. It actually will not literally kill you, but it will kill you. It'll kill the way you feel, the way you walk the world, the comfortable space in your body. I feel so much better since I've really been taking care of myself and understanding the hormonal imbalance in my body and how I fix that. So it's game changing when you understand that. So, I've been in a couple books, by the way. I don't know if you know, I've been in like 2 or 3 menopausal books talking about my situation with hormones. So, I've been talking about it for a long time because I really do care about you all and I care about having a healthy lifestyle. Before I move forward, I just want to tell you one more thing. You know how my eyes are like kind of crappy these days and I'm always like squinting and trying to look at things and I'm just not being able to do it. My eyes are just, so I finally went to the eye doctor. Okay, I have news for you all. I finally went to the eye doctor. Yeah, I totally look like my dad, actually. I went to the eye doctor. Guess what happened at the eye doctor? And I was full on going to get my eyes and all these new glasses. And I was super excited to get my eyes checked. And then guess what happened? I have cataracts. I actually have cataracts, which I'm on the early side, she said. The doctor said, I'm on the early side. So I'm 62. But she said this, when you get these cataracts taken care of, you're never going to have to do it again. So it's also a blessing to get the cataracts early because now you just totally get it taken care of. You get new eyeballs. You basically get new eyeballs. And she said you won't have to wear glasses anymore except to read. So, it's kind of a good thing, I guess, but I'm kind of weirded out to go have my eyes have surgically. Riff Raff and Pennywise, Martian. Pennywise. Oh, yeah. What's his name says Pennywise. I love him so much. Oh, my God. Need to have every video they make. Yes. Yes. How come they don't get reported? How come their platforms don't get taken down? I'm really not understanding that, right? How is that possible? It's very bizarre to me. So, I'm really trying to figure out how to make Lisa. I thought there was a way to make you a moderator in the room, but today we're not having any problems, so it's kind of a good thing. Don't worry, everybody. Lisa's going to be the moderator, and Anne, they're both going to be my moderators. Today, I'm going to go and work on getting that taken care of after the show today. And Anne, it's a cult. It is. And Anne is also going to be one of our moderators. So Anne and Lisa have stepped up, and I've been having a lot of conversation with them, and they're really beautiful people. And yeah, we're going to get those mods taken care of ASAP. So what I wanted to talk about today was how do I put this? It's the same rhetoric, right? The same trans women are women. It's the same nonsense that keeps happening, right? Practical medium. Hey, my friend. Oh, 100%. The DEI, a lot of it's just that thing too. I mean, all the stuff that came out of the Biden administration is insane to me. So what I wanted to talk about was, I think you all know this, and if you don't, then you're going to know about it right now, okay? What I know is this. There was a woman in the UK who decided she wanted to start a woman's only gym, okay? So 4 years ago, she decided, I'm going to make this woman only gym, and it's going to be cool. And then what do you think people in the trans community did? People in the trans community decided that they were going to start to ask her, right? Hey, Steve. Hello from Maine. I'm sorry for you. Well, it's all good, dude. It's all good, Steve. Those troubles have gone away. If you're talking about those troubles. But thank you, friend. I appreciate that. So anyway, this woman decides she wants to open a gym. The trans terrorists decide they're going to talk to her about whether or not, are you going to allow trans women in the gym? Are you going to allow trans women or non-binary in the gym? And she was really gracious. She was like, yeah, I'm going to let trans women. It's like 4 years ago. I'm going to let trans women in the gym. I not really don't know much about non-binary, so I'm not really sure about that, blah, 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 blah. Remember, from 4 years ago to now, think about that lifespan, 4 years. A lot has changed. 4 years ago, people were trying, including everyone in this room, okay? I love you too, friend. Everyone in this room was trying to have everyone be a part of the world, including trans women. I know this because I remember 4 years ago, I was included in that. We were all trying to be cool about it. And we were all trying to be the trans women or women nonsense and blah, blah, blah. 4 years ago. Between the time of 4 years ago and now, a lot has changed. More wingnut trans people come out. More children are being pushed into the trans space. More rhetoric, more misogyny, more attacks, physical, attacks on women. Misogyny. Did I say misogyny? Did I say no women space, meaning no gay women bars are allowed to just have gay women in it? And you had to accept trans women who are males, okay? So a lot of crap. Did I say misogyny? I can't remember. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. So this new video surfaced, okay? I really tried to raise the audio on it, but this is the same woman who's opening a gym in the UK for women, decided she was going to let trans women in 4 years ago. She released a new video. If you haven't seen it, here it comes.
2021, 4 years ago, I made a tweet, and the tweet referenced my women's only gym, the Girl Spot, and being trans inclusive. Now, when I made that tweet in 2021, I had just announced my plans to open a women's only gym. I hadn't thought out the vision or the mission or what it would entail, but all I knew is that I wanted to open a gym. We are now 4 years later, and I've had a great time to figure that out. The Girl Spot Gym exists as a safe space for women because women are facing gym harassment, sexual assault, and sexual violence inside of gyms. And I know that because I'm a victim of it. So the meaning of the Girl Spot Gym is now entirely different. And I say this to say that whilst we are a gym, inside we are focusing on self-defense classes, Muay Thai, boxing classes, as well as workshops and activations around PCOS and training on your menstrual cycle, all of which occur to biological women. Majority of the women who are seeking my women's only gym, the Girl Spot, are coming here because they have faced some level of gym intimidation or sexual violence and assault that has been perpetrated by men. So as the owner of the gym, it is very important to make it clear how my women's only gym will be operating, and it will be operating as a single sex space for biological women. Now, we do believe that everybody deserves a safe space, and there are many gyms that are starting to have mixed cubicles and changing rooms so that individuals can feel safer and more included in these environments. But the Girl Spot Gym as a standalone is a female-only gym because it is imperative that I stick to the vision and the mission and ensure that these women feel safe.
Okay, right on, lady. She's my new hero. Okay, so somebody asked in the chat, what's PCOS? It is, I forgot, can someone write, what exactly does it stand for? I don't know, but it's basically when women, I think, have a higher level of testosterone, and maybe they grow hair and there's other things happening, but I don't know what the actual, if you put that there, I'll bring it up. So that being said, this is a women only gym. Okay, sorry, no men allowed. And trans women are males. Okay, so stop it, everybody. Just stop it. Thank you. Thank you, Hammer. Okay, that's what it is right there. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, okay, number one. Number two, how is it not misogyny to attack women over this? How is it not misogyny? Number one. Number two, or am I now number three? Why can trans people literally complain all the effing time about not being included in spaces? But when it comes to women, okay, pushing back on these things, they're considered every name in the book when they're doing exactly what trans people are doing. They're saying that, no, we're not. You're being misogynist. You're being anti-woman. But the minute a woman says that, she's a bad person. But every single time a trans woman isn't admitted into some space, it's a transphobic space. It's so pukey, and it's so gross, and it's so misogynist. I don't care what you people say out there. Women who create their own gyms are entitled to say who comes and who doesn't come when it comes to sexes. Okay, I'm not cool with segregation of color. I'm not cool with segregation of sort of maybe like you can't let gay people in or you can't let Muslims in. I'm not cool with that. Okay, that let's set that over there. What I'm telling you is, when it comes to the sexes, so stay on target with me here. We're talking about sex, okay? We're talking about biological sex. There is no reason why women who have a higher rate of SA, okay, a higher rate of intimidation at the gym, okay, a higher rate of misogyny, a higher rate of so many other things, yet here we are bending over to a few dudes who think they get the entitlement because now they're women, that they get the entitlement, that's entitlement, to join this gym. And if you don't let them join this gym, you're a bad person. Go F yourself. Fuck all you. I'm not kidding. Like, no, go fuck yourself. Why don't you create your own gym? Why don't you create your own gym? So I have a solution for a lot of this. You all know that. I have a solution for all of this nonsense that keeps going on in the trans space. Create your own space. Okay? No matter what you feel about trans people in this room today, I'm asking you to support women-only gyms. And don't say biological women, and don't say cisgender women. Women. Trans women are not women, Okay. They can either go to the man gym or they can go to the 24-hour fitness or the LA fitness that I go to. Okay. Where it's all co-ed, or create your own effing gym. What the hell's going on, people? So this woman is literally, oh, she's literally having to like stand her ground. So I'm going to show you this next clip here. That's just pissing me the F off, you guys. Here, listen to this one.
Trans people aren't accessing fitness spaces. We're underrepresented in those spaces already. So to specifically go out your way to further then say, oh, and you can't come to people who already know this already.
Wait a minute, lady. Wait a minute, Mr. Lady, whatever you are. Listen to me, okay? Yeah, I know, Leon. Yeah, I know about Tickle. I'm friends with her. Yes, it's disgusting. That's a whole other thing. It's disgusting. So thank you for that. So did you hear that? We're not going out of our way. Nobody's going out of their way to exclude trans people, Mr. Lady. So Mr. Lady or Lady Boy, whatever, we're not going out of our way, okay? I'm pissed, okay? I'm pissed. You are a male, okay? And you need to know your space. You can't have everything you want just because you are transitioning and I'm a lady and da-da-da-da-da. Willie, your balls say different. Your actual balls say different. You are not a lady, okay? You're a lady boy. I'm thoroughly disgusted with these people. They are playing mind games with us. They are trying to twist what you and I both know. Okay. If I walk down the street, nobody knows I'm a female. That's the whole point of transition, right? But I don't go flinging my vagina in everybody's face like it's a mangina. Like, look at my mangina, and I am still a man. Like, what? No, it doesn't work that way, people. I can't. I can't. So, okay, sorry. I'm getting emotional. Sorry.
Really go out your way to further then say, oh, and you can't come to people who are already not there.
Nobody's saying you can't come. Okay? Just don't come. How about that? How about that? You see the victimy BS? You see it all? It's victimy. Wow, nobody's letting us join the party. Create your own effing party. I guarantee you, if you create a trans gym, it probably will explode. I might start it myself. I might open a gym. How about that? How about if I fund a gym, okay? And then I think it would be a great experiment. Don't you all think so? Wouldn't it be awesome if I funded a gym and called it a trans gym? And then I said, well, here you go. Here you go, people. Here's your own gym. How about if you do? How about if you just, I'm going to contact Caitlyn Jenner. I'm not kidding. I really am serious here. I'm going to contact Caitlyn Jenner and I'm going to say, hey, friend, let's create a gym. Okay. Let's call it tea time and let's create a tea time gym. Okay. And then let's bring it to the masses of trans people. And I guarantee, you want to make a bet right now? Who wants to bet me? Do you think that they're going to want to go to it? Or do you think they're going to say, no, we want to go to the women's gym because we're entitled to go to I guarantee you. So it will be a great social experiment because I guarantee you, they don't want to have their own gym. They want to have your gym. They want yours. And they're going to take yours. And sorry to all the males out there, but it's very male behavior. It's very male behavior. Give it to me. Man spreading. Get out of my way. It's a literal man thing, right? Hey, Jen, Buck and Buck you know what all the TRA and turf stuff reminds me of? Twilight Zone to serve. Yes, it's a cookbook. Brilliant. It actually is that. So this, whatever it is, I don't even know. And am I being transphobic right now? I actually don't even care.
Interesting take. I run trans only fitness groups, and the reason that they are trans only is because trans people are oppressed by cis people.
They eat it up, you guys. They eat it up. Trans people are oppressed by cis people. Really? 30 something years of transition. I've never felt oppressed, ever. But when I lived as a woman, I felt oppressed. Do you know that? Do you know that? It's why I get demonetized. It's why I don't get to be part of the party anymore, because I'm telling you, it's all bullshit. And I'm calling them all out. I don't feel oppressed as a trans person. I felt oppressed as a woman. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I got more nonsense in my life living as a woman than I ever have living as a trans man. And they can't take that away. because it's my actual lived experience. See? So I can poke holes in all of their BS stories that they can continue to create. The victimization.
And historically and at present and in the future, by the way, the reason for women-only spaces is because of men, not trans women.
What? I just love it. You got to eat this stuff up. The reason for the oppression is because of men. That's what we keep trying to tell you. We keep trying to tell you. That's exactly right. It's because of men, which you are a man. You're a trans woman. You're a man. It's like, are you actually listening to yourself? Because they just actually 100% agreed with all of us. But they tried to go through the back alley and they tried to actually gaslight us so that we don't understand it. This person who's a trans woman literally admit it's because of men, and trans women are men. So what? You see the gaslighting?
Because of misogyny, violence perpetrated by men, because of sexual harassment, the rates of which occur at the millions in the UK alone, by the way, perpetrated by men. So again,
they don't even know that they're a man. So it's like, what are you talking about? You're literally talking about yourself.
To have a women's only fitness space, okay, makes sense, you know, because of men. But to then kind of spin it as if it's a trans issue, it's just simply inaccurate. So if you
no, you just admitted it. They admitted it. They actually said it's all because of men, which you happen to be a male. So it's comical. This is actually Saturday Night Live, but it's not. It's Saturday Night Live that became reality. Like what? A trans issue. It's a man issue.
Want to make that distinction and you have clients that are willing to pay for that service, then go ahead. But let's not get it twisted. The reason for women only spaces is because of men.
Thank you. Oh my God, you guys, they're admitting it. They're actually admitting it. What they aren't admitting is that they are men. You see the gaslighting? They are trying to show you that my shirt is red when it's really blue. It's gaslighting. It is hilarious. They actually admitted that the whole reason why women need women's spaces is because of men, and trans women are males. Oh my God. I feel like, what? I can't. Literally, I can't. Puck sure is oppressing me. It's red. Don't forget it. Oh my God. It's so great, you guys, because they just don't even know what they're saying. So now I have another one that I want to show you because they just are so adamant to believe their BS, right? They talk themselves into it. And, you know, you can talk yourself into anything. You actually can. If you really keep saying it over and over and over again, you'll talk yourself into it, right? You'll talk yourself into how amazing you are over and over and over. They are in denial, Tabitha, 100%. Thank you. They are 100% in denial that they're not males. They think they're not males. They actually think they're women. They actually do, right? It's just... Just tell yourself every day how beautiful you are. Literally look in the mirror and tell yourself, and then eventually you'll just think you're actually really beautiful. It's kind of funny, actually. So here, thanks for being on. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate you a lot, friend. Thank you, friend. They're trying so hard to be the new aristocracy. It's so... it's just, man, I don't even know what to say anymore. I just don't, but I'm not giving up. It's just, they are gross. Okay, so I want to bring up this one right here because this one is also pretty insane. Okay, watch this. This one also. Here's another one that's going to blow your mind.
How you're going to create a women's only gym that's meant to be inclusive for women and safe for women, and then come out saying that it's only for biological women, right?
Right.
And the reason behind this is to say that you were assaulted, so therefore you do not want other women to get assaulted again. Do you not understand that women, trans women, are not the ones doing the assault?
Okay, so here we go with another person trying, right, to be above and beyond it all, and as if they know more than what an actual woman, because that's not a woman, okay, knows what is happening, okay? So instead, they're now speaking over women, okay, speaking over women and why women want their own space, okay? And they are entitled, hear me out here, they are entitled, just like trans people are entitled to their space, just like everyone is entitled to their space. And we live in a country, first off, this dude is well, from the UK, but you're right. We're talking about the UK. So I was going to say something else, but we're literally talking about a UK gym. But we're talking about a woman who wants to have her own gym and wants only women in the gym. Okay. Do you guys remember that gym? I think somebody said it here. Yeah, mansplaining. Curves, right? Curves. Curves was a women only gym. Nobody had an issue with it back in the day. It actually thrived. It did really well. Because being in the gym as a woman can be very daunting and it can be horrible. And like men can be gross at the gym. And it's gross. I watch it all the time at my gym. It's actually weird the way dudes act sometimes around women. It's disgusting. So yeah, Curves was a great gym. No one bitched about Curves. So let me finish playing this person's mansplaining.
You're perpetuating this idea, creating this false ideology that trans women are the ones doing the assault. They are.
But dude, they are. We have proof of it. Do you want me to? Okay, that's it. I'm doing a whole video on it. I'm doing a video on how many trans women have been complete SAers, have been doing lunatic stuff, have been actually offing people, are in prison R-ing women. Okay, so you're just an idiot and you're not listening to what's happening. And also, literally, why can't a woman have her own gym? I just need a basic answer. I don't need an answer that says, oh, they're being transphobic. I don't need an answer that says mumbo jumbo. I need an actual, real, factual answer. But you can't give it to me because everything you're saying is a spin. You're spinning it.
Not doing the assault. It's men. Speaking from experience.
They keep admitting it. Do you see that? They keep admitting it's men. We can tell who's predator now. Yep. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you. But listen to this. They keep saying the people who are the predators are men. Dude, trans women are men. You're admitting it. You're actually admitting it.
That has been physically assaulted and sexually assaulted. It's not the trans women that I fear. It's the cis men that I fear.
Oh, see, this is why they created that word cis. You know that? It's actually why they created that word cis, so that they could separate the men. Okay. So they're now separating the men and the categories of trans, okay, and cis. So a transsexual or transgender, so a male who identifies as transgender is different than a male who is a cis. You see what I'm saying? They're, again, gaslighting. They are still men. They are still men. Okay? Just because you have a disorder or you feel like you need to dress like a lady or you want to cut off your pee-pee or you want to walk the world with lipstick on does not make you a woman. Okay? I don't care how many things you do to your body. I don't care if you don't have a pee-pee anymore. I don't care if you put on big double Ds. I don't care if you walk with a sway. And I don't care if you inject hormones into your booty and have a big butt. I don't care about any of that. That's not a woman. That is a male, a man who wants to look like a woman. So stop gaslighting.
So how are you going to come out and create this whole gym and you're going to actually like crowdfund using trans women's money? Because you said back 4 years.
No one's using trans women money, dude. Okay. She is not using trans women money. Okay. So, and as far as I'm concerned, that lady should give every single penny back of that crowdfund and start a new one. She'll make more. Okay. Hey, Lily, as you always say, the problem with self-ID, any man can say, that's right. Any man can say he is trans, therefore he is. So yes, it's a trans woman, which is different than a woman.
Back when you were starting, that trans women are going to be allowed in this gym. Now you're going to come out saying that trans women are not allowed.
Yeah, so I agree. That's right. You can't crowdfund before and say you're going to allow trans women in and then now create a gym using that money. I'm told, give it back. Give all the money back, lady. I'm telling you right now, because you know what? You'll make tenfold of what you made when you were going to allow trans women in. If you go back and literally start a new crowdfund, give everybody their money back, you will kill it. You will make so much money because nobody wants to have the trans woman in the gym, including me, right? I don't want to see trans women in women's gyms. I do not. Nope. Sorry. You don't get to go. In my opinion, nope. Give the money back. Start a new one. I'll help you. I'll help you, lady. I totally will.
Allowed in this gym. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Answer me this, Natalie B. Fitness.
Give the money back.
What the hell? What the hell?
Oh, shut up. You're such a pathetic person. Pathetic. Thank you, Watcher. Women rock. Thank you for seeing us. Women rule. Let me just remind everybody out there, okay? If it wasn't for women, you wouldn't be here, okay? So women give birth. It's a beautiful, amazing, no, not people. Don't say that to me. Women give birth, okay? You need a man to give birth, but women carry that little thing, deal with the nonsense and all the craziness you got to do to have that thing in your belly. And then they pop that little guy out or girl. And that is magic. And how dare we treat women like this? Women should be like looked on as goddesses. They should be treated as goddesses, because if it wasn't for them, none of us would be here. I don't understand what has happened to this idea that a man could be a woman and everyone needs to bend over backwards. A man cannot get pregnant, okay? A trans woman will never give life, ever. So if you think you're going to just wipe out women, where's the next generation going to come from, okay? Because they are trying to do some creepy ass shit to women, and they are trying to transhumanize everything and manipulate biology. Oh, if we don't put an end to this right now, we are all screwed. All of us, every single one of us. Trans is small, people. It is tiny. It's always been tiny. It will always be tiny. Is a very small population of people as adults who realize they're just better off looking like a woman or looking like a man. That's it. That's the gist of the whole thing. Okay, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Ala Chooks. Thank you, friend. Well, thank you, friend. Hi, it's your Japanese friend. Hey, I'm in agreement with that. There should be no trans and women only gym. Women like me who are SA survivors do not want to see a man naked, half naked. Exactly. Love you. That's all that needs to be said. That's it. That's the only conversation we have to have. That's it. We have to have no more conversation. If a woman says this, listen, okay? Just listen. There should not be any conversation. We should not be having to say trans women are women. We should not be having to say trans women can be in women's spaces. We should never, ever have to say that, okay? As well as myself, as a trans male, I don't need to take space from somebody. I actually don't. It's okay if I'm not welcome to the men's sauna. I'm totally okay with it. I actually am okay with it. Why am I okay with it? Because as a transsexual, you don't get everything you want. And sometimes you've got to learn how to navigate the world as a different kind of person. This is the logical, reality-based way for a transsexual person to live a healthy, positive life. I don't want yours, okay? I just want to mingle in the world. And sometimes I'm not going to be able to go to that spot, and it's all okay. And I'll figure it out on my own. I'm back in the day, kids. I'm from back in the day when I would hold my piss for 9 hours on that plane. I wouldn't even go in the bathroom on the plane. I was so freaked out, okay? I come from old school where you respected the world. Because guess what happens when you respect the world? They come back and respect me. And this is why the trans community hates me, because I can prove to you when you navigate the world as a transsexual and I respect you. I do not care if you respect me. I respect you, but you will eventually respect me because I am not walking on your toes. I am not lying to you. I'm not taking from you. I am trying to give to you a different sense of somebody like me and why I just want to be here. I just want to be happy. I just want to have my family. I just want to have my beautiful life. And I don't care if I can go to the gym or not. I'll build my own fucking gym. And I don't care if I don't get invited to the party. I'll create my own fucking party. And I really cannot understand why we are teaching young people that they get to have whatever they want. Are you effing kidding me? In what world does anybody get what they want? In what fucking world? It's all based on bullshit. The whole trans bullshit is all bullshit. All of it. It's not real. I'm telling you, as an old school, it is not real. It is scary. It is wrong. Trans women are males. Trans men like me are females. We know who we are. And they're trying to take something from you. And I will not tolerate it. I won't be a part of it. And I get emotional because I have an awesome life. I'm not complaining to you. I don't need your validation. I have an awesome life because I built this life on my own time, in my own way, struggling. I struggled to get here. Never once did I ask. I struggled until I pulled myself up because I wanted to be here. Because I wasn't going to give up. I was going to give up as a youngster. I was going to give up. But I chose not to give up. Not sure why, but I chose not to give up. And can you imagine today, after the struggle I went through to get here, to see this? It's just, I just can't. I don't know. I don't even know. It's not only frustrating, I get so goddamn angry about it. I cannot tolerate it. Because it's built on lies, deceit, misogyny, entitlement, children, and how so many people got sucked into it is just mind-blowing. And you and I today, you mark my fucking words. This shit will end because you cannot build your house on a false foundation. This shit will end. And the people who stood for that shit will pretend like they never were a part of it. You watch. Mark my fucking words. They're all going to pretend like they weren't for it. I already have friends who disowned me in the last 5 years, creeping back into my life. I already have it. Oh, hey, Buck. You know what? Hey, what's going on, dude? Like, no, go fuck yourself. Block. I'm that guy. I know you're supposed to forgive. I understand it. You're supposed to forgive, but there's some things I can't forgive. And one of those things I can't forgive is somebody who actually knew what the fuck they were doing and went along with it because they were too fucking scared to say something and then totally stabbed me in the back and now see what I was saying 5 years ago and are like, I'm not going to forgive. The reason I'm not going to forgive is because we have children. If it wasn't for the children, I'd probably just be like, dude, no worries, man. Shit happens. People get sucked into bad relationships. They come around. But the kids, messed with the kids. And that's something I, to this day, will not tolerate. And every single person, okay? Every single person who was a part of this transing kids, and I know who you are. I see every single one of you. I know I will never forget who you are and what you did to these poor children. Do you know what today is? Detransition day. Detransition day. Can you imagine? Go fuck yourself, Aaron. How about that? Just how does that feel? Huh? Don't go fuck yourself. I'll misgender whoever the fuck I want to misgender. I don't give a fuck if you like it. Go fuck yourself. What are you going to say now, Aaron, you fucking bitch? Oh, go report me. So, yeah. Oh, YouTube. Wah. Wah, wah, wah. Another fucking tranny troll. Another. They're all those trans people are trolls. They're dudes. Dude. You're a dude, Aaron. Dude. Okay? Deal with it. You don't get your period. You'll never get pregnant. I don't care about how many boobs you put on and how much shit you put in your ass to be big. You're still a dude and you're not welcome in women's spaces. And I'll make sure of it. I will make fucking sure of it. Don't underestimate me. Do not underestimate my power and do not underestimate my passion ever. Go away and never come back to my channel. So I have one more troll in the room. Here, hold on. Let me just bring this troll up. So I love to bring out the trolls and then I'll get to this. But I have one more troll. Hold on. Same as going to another country. You live by the rules. You can't. That's right. When I lived in Mexico, I learned Spanish. Okay. So here, go here. You're allowed to come to this channel and you're allowed to have an opinion. What you are not allowed to do, okay? You lie. I will challenge you any day, Mr. Jingles, any day. Academically, I'm not an academic, so go fuck yourself because academia is a lie and it's a scam. You're probably a queer theory fucking person or gender studies, Mr. So also Mr. Jingles, Mr. Jingles, hold on here, Mr. Jingles. There was another little comment you liked to make to me, okay? Okay, hold on, Mr. Jingles. I'm gonna expose here. This is the one I love. This is my favorite one right here. So hold on. Let me just get back to you 1 second. Here you go. It's a little big, but I'll fix it. Wait, let me just fix it. Here you go, Mr. Jingles. This is going to make you super happy. Hold on 1 second. Mr. Jingles, I'll fucking debate you anytime, anywhere, bitch. Anytime, anywhere. Set it up, email my assistant, and I will fucking slaughter you, dude. I will slaughter you. I will completely destroy you. Okay? So bring it on, bitch. Bring it all on. Okay? Okay? Come on, Mr. Jingles. Email. So here you go. Here you all go. Okay? So there you go. I'm not triggered, bitches. I already told you I will slaughter this whole bullshit trans agenda. Slaughter it. It's the reason why you don't debate me. Okay? This is my channel. It's not yours. Create your fucking own. Okay? You're too much of a fucking pussy to create your own channel, right? You're just a pussy, dude. Anyway, that was fun. So I live for that shit. I actually live for it. So here's my new lesbian grandma hat that you guys can all get in my shop here. So I have the new lesbian grandma hat. I have the new, hold on 1 second. I have the new bad tranny hat. And I have the Team Buck hat. So if you're inclined to support the channel and you want to buy a hat, these are the ones. I'm proud to be a lesbian grandma. I have no issues with that whatsoever. All right. I love you guys. I got to go. I got to run and take my dog out for a walk, get to the post, and do my little training session with the young guys. Okay. So I help to train these young kids in the gym so that they're fit and ready to go. So with that, no, I love you guys so much. Know that everything I do here, I do for all of us. Okay. And I always get the trolls, but soon we'll have Lisa and Ann moderating. But, I want to make sure you don't moderate them out because I also like using them. It's kind of fun. Hell yeah, brother. Sometimes I wonder if Dylan Mulvaney is oh, he is. And I'm going to do a video on him right now. Okay. So with that, you guys, thank you all so much. Thanks, Lisa and Ann, for stepping up. Thanks, everybody, for listening to my insanity. Thanks for really understanding where I'm standing here and that I stand solid in my ground and I will not be part of this nonsense. And these people are all just gaslighters and none of them would ever debate me. You and I both know that. But let's see if he sends an email. Because if Mr. Bojingles or whatever sends it, I'll be right all over that. But they're going to throw the academic queer studies. Do people not understand what queer theory is? Just before we go here, theory. Theory is not fact. Just let me bring you all that, okay? Theory is not fact. It's theory. My God. It's so dumb. I didn't even graduate high school. I will slaughter you. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.